Hey, it's me, Zarnov, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition Legendary Difficulty Survival Mode playthrough. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm doing fantastic myself. If you are enjoying this playthrough just as much as I am playing this playthrough, please consider liking, please consider subscribing. Every like means I get a new like, every subscriber means I get a new subscriber. It all really helps me out. Okay, in this episode, if you missed the end of the last episode, we met the Night Mother and she spoke to us, and it turns out we are something called the Listener, and she sent us, she said we should go contact a man named Armand Mortier in a crypt called Vollenrude. Astrid was not happy. She basically said, no, I'm the leader, blah, 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 as expected. And here we are right now. Let's see if Cicero has anything to say.
I have served Mother well, I have.
Yes, you have, Cicero. Okay. Do you have anything? Oh, okay. Cicero, did you want to be the listener?
Oh, well, yes, I did. I did indeed. I tried to listen, tried so hard, but the Night Mother never spoke to poor Cicero. The silence became almost maddening. Oh, but that was then. This is now. You're the listener, and the Night Mother chose you for a reason, I'm sure. Cicero will remain the happy keeper.
I would say the silence definitely had a maddening effect, but maybe you're just not aware of it, poor little Cicero. Okay, what exactly does a listener do?
Oh, the listener, well, listens. The Night Mother speaks to you, guides you on your path. But when the Night Mother speaks, the listener must obey. You must, for her word is the will of Sithis, and Sithis is the Dark Brotherhood incarnate.
Sounds like a great guy. Okay, will the Night Mother speak to me again?
Surely you're pulling Cicero's leg. Wait. The listener is serious. Oh. Well, of course the Night Mother will speak to you again. She might speak now or later or... I don't know. But speak she will. The Night Mother is part of you now. You get to hear voices inside your head. The rest of us should be so lucky.
Jeez, that just sounds awful. Like, half the time I feel like, I mean, maybe there's like a distinct difference between just hearing voices inside your head or the Night Mother speaking to you. Like, maybe it's like a very distinct difference, but I can also imagine that just being awful, not knowing whether it's you or the Night Mother speaking to you or what. Like, it sounds confusing and awful, to be honest. Sounds almost exactly like schizophrenia, actually, which is horrifying. So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, Cicero is just the keeper. I look after our matron, you see, the Night Mother. I keep her clean and protected and... happy? But I'm not the listener. Oh, no. You are the listener. You heard the words. And everything will soon be put right.
Okay, and that looks like that's it from Cicero. Okay, nice to speak to you, buddy. What an interesting...
Oh, you should be. Things are finally looking up.
Uh-huh. You certainly are an interesting character. Now, can I interact with the Night Mother anymore? No, I cannot. Just a... Okay, and close the Night Mother's coffin. Okay, I'm getting out of here. That is getting awful. That is getting too in my face to listen to. Let's see if we can find Astrid. Let's see if we can expand on her dialogue at all.
This is all just too much too fast. Go get some work from Nazir. I need time to think.
To think, to plot, to plan, to make sure you stay the leader.
This is all just too much too fast.
Okay.
Go get some
All right. Well, let's go talk to Nazir. How many contracts does he give me? Does he give me just one, or does he give me a couple? I can't even remember now. Oh my goodness! So many people talking, and I'm losing focus. Let's talk to Nazir.
What's the matter? Can't handle what I'm throwing your way?
Actually, if you remember, I returned all of those contracts, but it's okay. I don't expect you to remember that. You're given a voice line. You got to pick a voice line to say. Astrid wanted me to see you about some more work.
Well then, your timing couldn't be better. As it turns out, I've got 2 new contracts. One rather easy assignment, and another that should prove quite a challenge. Your first target is an orc bard named Lerbuk. The other is a vampire by the name of Hern. Happy hunting.
Interesting. Tell me about Lerbuk.
He is, by all accounts, the worst bard in all of Skyrim. Apparently, so many people sought his death, Astrid had to hold a lottery to determine the client.
That's got to be an awful feeling if you ever found that out. And tell me about Hern.
He's a vampire, and has blended into human society for years. He's never far from his female companion, Hert, also a vampire. The contract is for the male Hern, but you'll probably have to contend with the female too. So for Sithis' sake, watch yourself.
Interesting. Okay, thank
Good
you for
luck.
the information. Do
And try
you
not to hurt
guys?
yourself,
No,
though.
you don't.
Remember,
Okay, I don't think any of these guys will have any information on the current contracts, being that they're like from Nazir, so they're like slightly lesser type contracts. I think everyone in here has something to say when you get like more, ooh. We're already at Alteration 100. You only get dialogue options from everyone else once you... when you have like the more prominent contracts, the more interesting ones that you get from Astrid, the more like story driven, like this will progress the Dark Brotherhood type interactions. Was that a shadow of a dragon? Please be a shadow of a dragon. I could actually use one right now, but of course, why would there be a dragon when I need one? Look at that night sky. That's vanilla. That's vanilla. That's pretty good for vanilla. It could be, obviously it could be better. Could be better. There are definitely mods that make it way more beautiful, but that's, I gotta say, for vanilla 2011 game, 2011 game is pretty good. Okay, let's... No fat fingering here. Let's do that. Kill Lerbuk and kill Hern. From memory, I'm pretty sure Hern should be pretty close by. Yeah, there's Hern right there, the Half Moon Mill. And Lerbuk will be a little bit further away in Morthal. I thought Lerbuk was somewhere else. I thought they were at the... I thought they were at the Night Gate Inn, but I don't know. Okay, I'll take it. Morthal it is. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain I remember them being at the Night Gate Inn, but oh well. Doesn't really matter too much. We got to kill them, whether they're at the Night Gate Inn or in Morthal. So let's get out our beautiful steed Nightmare, and we'll start moving on or moseying on over to Hern now. The only problem, and the reason why I never start up the Dark Brotherhood super early in playthroughs, and it's not really a reason that pertains much to this playthrough specifically being survival mode, and that we haven't really dabbled too much in the Hearthfire DLC. But usually, if you get the Falkreath House in the Hearthfire DLC, it's actually Hern and Hert that you go to see to buy your lumber. And if you kill Hern, a lot of the times you usually have to kill Hert, or Hert will just, find out somehow in Skyrim's magical way and always be aggressive towards you. I think there are some situations, obviously, if you hide it well enough and whatnot, you can get away with it. And then I think you can still deal with Hert and still buy your lumber from Hert. But yeah, it tends to be painful if you intend on doing the Hearthfire DLC and get the Falkreath House. And then, especially in survival mode, because these guys are like really close by. I think the Falkreath House you get is... it's somewhere around here. I'm pretty sure from memory. Somewhere around here. And obviously having a mill so close by, and especially in survival mode, is terrific. If you're in regular Skyrim, you're not in survival mode, it doesn't matter too much, I would say. Who can see me? Nobody. Good. Yeah, in general, it shouldn't matter too much.
Well now, what have we here? A lost little lamb.
Can I talk to you? I know what you are, Nightspawn. Assassin versus vampire. A fight for the ages. Remain silent. Let's quick save here.
See ya.
See ya. Let's quick save here because I actually want to say the first one.
Well now, what have we here? A lost little lamb.
How have you hidden in human society for this long? It is so obvious that you are a vampire. I know what you are, Nightspawn, because I am also a vampire, so this should not alarm you. But we'll see if Skyrim still makes this alarm you.
Well then, you won't be leaving here alive.
And yeah, naturally, Hert will also want to kill me. So let's quick load back because I do want to keep Hert alive. Just because I'm the typical thing that I like to say. If I can keep people alive, I try to keep them alive. Yes.
These guards are such a bore.
I could imagine how much you would adore guests. Unfortunately, I'm not the type of guest that you would like. I'm just trying to get up here on top of this, please, Skyrim, if that's possible. Just want to have a bit of a good vantage point where I can kind of hide and whatnot. Okay, here should do. Because we just need to, once we kill Hern, Hert will obviously be not super impressed with us. And did I get myself stuck in this corner? I think I did. I think I just got myself stuck in this corner. Skyrim. Oh, maybe. If I crouch. No, I'm definitely stuck. Here. Okay, let's quick load again. Lucky I put a quick save right there. Okay, let's jump on this barrel instead. I just want to get a little bit of height or something so that Hern, when she's running around looking for us, she can't just like run straight into us and then detect us. Okay, maybe this will do. Yeah, this should do. Okay, so from here, let's do this. Let's do this. And do I have enough charge? I do. Okay, don't worry, Hern. Don't worry, Hert. Don't worry about a thing. Hern is going to be just fine. We're just going to... Ooh, maybe to kind of add to our stealth. Oh, you tired, Hern? Don't worry, you'll be going to sleep very shortly. Very, very shortly. I don't mean anything by that either. Let's do this and this. So we'll do boom, and then we'll do boom. Not that invisibility will matter too much because we'll come out of it as soon as we use our bow, but all good. We'll keep muffle on, and boop.
Help! I'm being attacked!
What was
Boop.
that?
Okay. Gonna try my best to stay hidden. Let's use magic as well. See, this is what I mean. I think because she's noticed us,
Someone there.
or because, like, obviously we're here, we've just killed Hern, she's not very happy. No matter what, she's gonna aggro on us, like, whenever she detects us nearby.
Nothing here after all.
Which means we can't really use her for Hearthfire. Again, in this playthrough, I'm not super bummed out about that because, well, nothing after all. Just as your husband lies dead there on the floor after you've spent however many millennia together as vampires. Yeah, it's not going to affect this playthrough too much whatsoever because I don't intend on doing the Hearthfire DLC. Obvious reasons, too much running around, especially for survival mode, and it's not really a necessity. So yeah, that's Hern done. We need to now go and get Lurbook. So Lurbook, nope, there we go. Lurbook is up in Morthal, was he not? So is there a point in going to Markarth first? No, we should go to Whiterun first. Okay, we'll go to Whiterun first, go to the Whiterun stables, and or is there? No, there's no carriages nearby. So that is one good thing about the Hearthfire DLC. Just let me place a marker. There we go. That is one good thing about the Hearthfire DLC is it allows you to have a carriage at your house, and that could be really handy for the for survival mode. However, after you have a carriage at your house, you can still like travel to all the major cities, but you still can't travel from all the major cities to your house, which is unfortunate. And it's also kind of unfortunate that they didn't implement the carriage mechanic in the Golden Hills Plantation house, because that would make that place so much better. It's still a great place. It's still a great house. I love it. Now, obviously, I made it my main little place for this playthrough because it also doubles as a farm, which is really good. But yeah, if it had the carriage thing implemented, it would make it the most ideal pretty much the most ideal home out of like any other place on the map, like Anniversary Edition content or not. And I know I might be speaking like a little too soon because I haven't seen everything that is Anniversary Edition content in terms of the player homes, because I'm pretty sure there is just a ton of player homes now, which is almost, it's like, it's cool that you get all the choice, but it's almost unfortunate because it's like there's so much choice that there's just going to be some player homes that you'll more than likely, unless you do a bunch of different playthroughs, that you'll just more than likely never use, because A, you might not even find them because there's that many player homes now from to my knowledge, and B, like, I mean, you just might not find an actual use for them, which I suppose isn't like unfortunate, but I don't know. It's just like an oversaturation of choice, just an overwhelming amount of choice that you more than likely, unless you're like a super adventurous type player. Oh, this is bad. This could be bad. I hope, please don't break your ankles. Unless you're like a super adventurous player and you love to change like a lot of things, and you don't like any kind of sense of you don't like to remain familiar. Why can't I say the word familiarity? Familiarity. Yeah, there we go. If you don't like any kind of like familiarity in your playthroughs, then you might like to keep on branching out and getting different player homes. But for me, typically, like, I'll do different playthroughs, I'll do different characters, I'll do different builds, I'll do all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to like a player home, I don't know. I'm probably more in the category of like a creature of comfort type of player. Like, once I have a player home and I like the player home and I've got like my usual routine for where I put stuff and store stuff and whatnot, I kind of just stick to that player home for other playthroughs, because then like I know where I store stuff, I know where to put stuff, and it's just continuous every single time. I don't need to like sort out new locations to put things. And that's usually what the Hearthfire DLC house outside Falkreath was for me. That especially like outside of a survival mode playthrough, that's usually what that house was for me. I just it was like the house I used for every single playthrough. However, I realized that I can't just keep doing that, and that's why in this playthrough I used the Golden Hills Plantation, which is actually a really nice player home, and it's got a pretty good location for a player home. Obviously, it's not right in a city, but for a player home that's like not in a city, it's a pretty good location. It's like in between Markarth and Whiterun, so it's not too arduous of a task to get to, which survival mode would usually make it. But yeah, no, it's a good player home. I do enjoy it. I think there's also a few other. I've seen like a few things here and there for other player homes. There's definitely one for a magic build. I think there's also one for like a darker type build. Might even be a vampire build, or like, I don't know, something like that. And I think no, it definitely is. I remember getting a note for it was like Blood Chill Manor or something along those lines. But yeah. Definitely in the next playthrough we'll have we'll use one of the Anniversary Edition player homes again. Definitely won't. Where have I gone? Wow, jeez, I completely missed the Whiterun stables. I got so caught up in talking, I just wasn't even focusing on where I was. Okay. Over here, there we go. Jeez, it's the red tinge and everything as well that just kind of had me like laser beam focused, and I wasn't actually focusing on my surroundings. But yeah, in the next playthrough we do, where obviously we won't be in survival mode and it'll most likely be a 100% playthrough, we'll probably dabble in a few different player homes, just because we'll have the convenient fact of being able to like fast travel everywhere. Won't have to run everywhere. It'll be a lot easier to sort out my inventory, a lot easier to store stuff, all those kinds of things. And down here, and let's get that's it. Skyrim, sort it out, Skyrim. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it'll just be a lot easier to sort stuff out, a lot easier to do things, a lot easier to just play the game in general. There won't be the task of eating, the task of sleeping, the task of running everywhere. We can just fast travel and blip all over the map, and I feel like that'll also make the playthrough just, I don't even know, like probably 10 times quicker. You just, there'll be no like in between quests. It'll just be quest, you know?
Take you to any of the hold capitals.
Perfect.
Where do you want to go?
I would love to go to Morthal, my friend. There we go.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
I'll climb on back, and we will be off. Boom.
Oh, steady.
Now, Morthal is actually a real... see, this is the one thing about survival mode that I thought... When I began the playthrough, I thought it would make me more adventurous and more inclined to stay in certain cities. And to a degree, like, it kind of did make me branch out a little bit more, but still to other cities like Morthal and whatnot, it definitely had the opposite effect, because it's like it's too far out of the way to travel to, if you know what I mean. So I would say in my next playthrough I'll probably try to use other places, like other cities like Morthal, a little bit more often. Oh my goodness, no stamina, no magic, our health is down, we are on the verge of dying. I'll be with you right in a second there, Lurbook. Let's get a room.
There ain't much to offer, but if you want a place dry to spend the night, I'll rent you a room.
Perfect, I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Perfect. Now, do you reckon you could show me where my room
Show you
is?
to your room.
Oh,
Right this
perfect.
way.
Thank you so much. Oh, what a nice lady. Yeah, I would say in my next playthrough, I'll probably try and focus on actually adventuring out
Let me know
and
if there's
using some of these other cities a little bit more, just because they will be more accessible. Which is, again, unfortunately, it's what I thought would happen in the survival mode playthrough, but it just kind of put even more of like a little hurdle in front of me, because it was more a case of, oh, jeez, I can't even, dang.
What you need.
Okay, all good. Is there anyone sleeping? Potentially, maybe, possibly. No, we're just gonna have to eat food. Okay, well, let's sleep first. Boom, and let's sleep until it's a bit dark. There we go. And magic is up. We are super hungry. Vampire seduction added. Perfect, perfect, perfect. But also not perfect, because now that it's darker, there's going to be a lot of people in here.
There ain't much to offer,
Ooh,
but if you want a
Lurbook.
place dry to spend the night, I'll rent you.
The person I'm about to kill, and you are
Room.
in here by yourself.
Magic
Oh
is
my
for the weak.
goodness. Thanking
Pick
you.
up some steel if you want to fight me.
Of course, of course. You're very very intimidating in this state right now. And we'll go one more time. And we'll quick save, and we'll pickpocket, because why not get some experience up. There we go. Boom, boom. And boom, there we go. Now I completely forgot what I was talking about on as soon as I found out that Lurbook was wandering in here and making himself extremely vulnerable. Are you going to sit in this chair by any chance, my friend, when that vampire seduction runs out? No, you're not. You're going to walk out of the room, and you're going to catch me off guard, and I'm not going to be able to kill you as quickly as I would have liked to. Ooh, dang, dang, dang. Okay. I think we've already missed it, to be honest. Yeah, we have. He's already out of the room. All right, well, let's talk to him anyway.
Is the line for my next performance starting already?
Oh, must be.
Come on, don't be shy. Plenty of room for everyone.
Okay, I can't wait to hear that voice of yours start singing. Sing me a song, bard, a song of fear and death.
All right, how about this? Shadows creep and phantoms leap. A man's he's got scared, and the demons dared to visit upon him all which they feared. Brilliant, I know. It's a gift.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful voice, beautiful voice. Your sense of confidence is very well placed. Okay, time to put everyone out of their misery, and let's quick save just in case. And oh, buddy, you've got no idea how close you were to a little bit of an instant death there. I'm gonna take that area back. And, oh, perfect. You're back in here, and let me guess, you want to take a seat right on that chair.
I'm in the mood to sing.
Please don't. Please
what
don't.
about you, friend? Care to join me?
Please don't sing. Please just sit there and just have a nice, peaceful, nice, calm. Ah, how nice. How good was that? Hey, Lurbook, that was such a nice, nice little way to end the night. Now you look well rested. Okay, see you later. Now, I'm not sure if anyone hears. Okay, they've detected me. They're not aggroed on me. We got away with it.
You be careful with that fire. I'm the best
Who
warrior
are
in
you?
Morthal, and that's no boast.
No one of
Alright then.
interest. Okay, let's jump back out here, and we've got to report back to Nazir. And there is a little quest in this city that I do kind of want to do, but we might do it another time or we might just touch on it when I do my 100% playthrough, because right now I really just want to get on with the Dark Brotherhood. So let's go boom, let's go boom, let's get out our horse, and let's go boom. Nightmare, how you doing? Thank you so much. You're the most reliable little horsey I've ever had. And where's the nearest capital city? Definitely Solitude. Definitely Solitude at Catler's Farm. So let's move that there, and let's be on our way so that we can get a carriage and go back to Falkreath, and then back to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, and then we can more than likely, once we turn in these quests from Nazir, we will be getting a little bit of a quest update from Astrid. She's probably more than likely plotted and planned enough about how she wants to, more I would say from what she's saying, you know, she's obviously not happy with the Night Mother. She's obviously not happy with Cicero. She obviously feels like they are a threat to her position of power, her position of authority. She's actually been pretty transparent about that by saying things like, I will not have my authority so easily overruled. So it's not very hard to see. Oh, sorry, Nightmare, kind of ran you right into that. She's not being super secretive about how she feels about this whole situation and how threatened she feels. So I would say at this point she's probably had a good enough amount of time while we've been out and about for a couple days to plan and plot certain ways to try and keep herself in a elevated position in the Dark Brotherhood. We'll call it that. She'll try and keep. She's planned enough to keep herself in a bit of a powerful position, a bit of a position where she still calls the shots, a position where she is not threatened by anyone else that might have just been brand new and up and coming possible leader to the sanctuary upon realizing what they actually are, upon realizing what gift they have to listen to a certain someone. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, she's probably put some plans in place right now to, I would say, keep her in the position she is, but also kind of fulfill what the Night Mother has asked for, because obviously a Dark Brotherhood contract is a Dark Brotherhood contract. So we need to start, come on, Nightmare, we need to start making moves, start putting things in place to get the contract done. Otherwise, you know, what kind of a Dark Brotherhood are we? Not a very good one. And then word will get around and it won't be good, and yada yada yada. You kind of get the rest, I would say. Okay, Nightmare, you made it up those rocks really well. Oh, I was thinking that was going to be a far bigger problem than what it was. Okay, hello there, Mr. Solitude Guard. Let's jump on this cart and make our way to Falkreath. So they are.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
No, it's quite satiated. I satiated myself on Lurbook. Please take me to Falkreath.
Climb on back and we'll be off.
I'll climb on back and we will be off. Perfect.
You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they call themselves. I hear there's whole...
The answer is yes. I've met one of those cats, those Khajiit, you think they call themselves. And I would say you have as well, considering a Khajiit caravan literally sets itself up no more than probably 40 meters to 100 feet from you. I would say you've definitely run into them. I don't know how you can say so confidently that you don't believe a word of it, that they exist, or whatever it is that you usually say. Quite a strange thing. Maybe you're just the most unobservant person in the world, but I don't know. I don't think anyone can be that unobservant, to be honest. Okay, and I believe Astrid will be waiting on us at the entrance with eagerness to talk to us.
We need to talk.
Oh, I could imagine. Of course, Astrid. What is it?
Look, something is happening here. I'm not sure entirely what that something is, but, well, we need to find out. If the Night Mother really did give you an order to talk to a contact, we'd be mad to ignore it. And I think we'd both agree, Cicero's brought quite enough madness to this sanctuary. So go. Go to Vollenrude. It's a crypt, pretty far to the northeast. Talk to this Armand Motier, and let's see where all this leads,
Let's do that. Now, unfortunately, I just came from there. quite literally just came from somewhere pretty far to the northeast, but instead of doing that right off the bat, oh my goodness, all this talking, I'm so not used to it after playing Elden Ring. I'm not used to having all my thoughts disturbed.
Will
Nazir.
there ever come a time when the people of Skyrim no longer need our services? I think not.
Hern is dead.
No sarcasm this time. You faced a vampire and lived to tell the tale. Well done. And if you contracted Sanguinari Vampiris, be sure to get that taken care of. Else you'll end up like our own Babette. Unless, of course, that was your goal all along. Here's your payment.
Well, you see, I'm actually a vampire myself. I'm actually a part of Castle Volkihar, the Volkihar vampires, the oldest bloodline in Skyrim, the most powerful vampires. Not sure how you don't see that. Think it's pretty obvious with my eyes and my teeth and whatnot, but it's all good. Lurbook is dead as well.
Wonderful. The only good bard is a dead one as far as I'm concerned. All that singing and mirth. Your payment, as per the usual.
Perfect. Now, are there any more contracts available?
Well, aren't we the eager one? Sorry to disappoint, but there's nothing. Try me again later.
Okay, you also have another bit of dialogue for me. Any advice on my current contract?
You may be the listener, or you may just be a lunatic who's started hearing voices. Either way, Astrid is still your mistress, not the Night Mother.
Well, that's not really any advice on the contract, to be honest. That's just your unwavering loyalty to Astrid, but okay.
You've got people to kill, my friend.
Yep.
Best get to it.
Well, actually, I don't, because you don't have any more contracts for me. Gabriella. Any advice on my current contract?
If the Night Mother truly spoke to you, if you really are the listener, your destiny was written in the void. Astrid is right to fear your power.
Interesting.
Until next time, brother.
Until next time, sister. Okay, let's talk to Festus Crex. Any advice on my current contract?
So you're the listener, eh? Well, that hardly seems fair. You just got here. The Night Mother should have spoken to me. Any idiot could see that. But I will serve gladly, as that's my lot in life. Now let's see. Volenrune. That's an old crypt, infested with Draugr, so plan accordingly.
Well, there you go. Someone who's, obviously a very honest person, very blunt. Aired their jealousy, but also gave me some advice on my current task. So thank you, Festus Crex.
Go. Incinerate some poor bastard for me.
Okay, Festus. All good. I'll try my best. Where is Babette? Okay, we'll go back down here, because Wolfman's
You're
down
part
here.
of a family now,
Arnbjorn.
Hamshank. I trust you, you trust me. Got it?
Oh, of course, Arnbjorn.
Huh?
Any advice on my current contract? I'm going to guess right off the bat you are not going to be happy at all that I am the listener, but we will see.
The listener wants my counsel. I thought you were above the opinions of mere mortals, now that you commune with dead old women.
Yes, I could have,
Right then.
well, I was gonna say I could have guessed a response like that, but obviously, I did guess it. I definitely foretold it. I knew you were not gonna be happy.
Looking like a child. No one ever suspects a thing.
Very good.
My
Babette.
targets make the mistake of not perceiving me as a threat. Last mistake they ever make.
Oh, I could imagine you, little devil. Any advice on my current contract?
The man you need to speak with. His name is Morthal. That's a very old and powerful Breton family, firmly established in Cyrodiil. Most curious.
A little bit more insight into who we are visiting. Aman Mortier, a very an old and well-established family in Cyrodiil. Okay, Vizara, I do. Do you have any advice on my current contract, my lizard friend?
Just remember Astrid's commitment to her sanctuary, to her family. A family that now counts you as one of its own. Honor Astrid above all others.
See, now that's a respectable way to be like, hey, we can't just forget about Astrid. That is a very respectable way that doesn't, like, that doesn't, you know, poo-poo all over the traditions of the Dark Brotherhood and the Night Mother and whatnot, but also doesn't immediately forget Astrid as the person who's put in some work to keep the family together. So Vizara, you once again prove yourself to until next time, brother. You once again prove yourself to be one of the most respectable people in this lizards in this place. Okay, do we have anyone else hiding anywhere with a little bit of dialogue for me? Maybe. Where's Cicero? Cicero, where does Cicero? I don't think I've ever actually looked for Cicero after. Oh, there he is. Hello. I am indeed. Yes, you have served the mother well. Yes, you have. Oh, good fella you are. Okay, so he doesn't have anything for us. Can we interact with the Night Mother again? Nope, sure not. Okay, Visa. Okay, I think we've hit everyone. Alright, let's go back up here. Is Astrid up here? Does she have anything for us?
Brother.
Okay, you got
Kill
nothing
well,
for us?
And often.
Yeah, that's what the Dark Brotherhood does, right? Okay, let's exit the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. And we've got to begin our travel back up to the northeast, which is where we just came from. Quite literally where we just came from. Oh, this is where fast travel is dearly missed, because where's the quest marker? I don't think I've got it activated, do I? No. There we go. Okay, yep, right here. So we were right there, we traveled to there, and it's right there, which is actually near Whiterun. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad of a journey. Let's, I mean, we can just travel in that direction. We'll pass Whiterun anyway, so let's get out our beautiful nightmare. Beautiful nightmare, and we'll begin our little journey all the way to Whiterun. And of course we have no stamina. Give me a second there, nightmare. I'll be back on you in just a tick. Nope, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Boom. Now we have stamina. Now we can actually run, right? You're gonna let me run, Skyrim? There we go. Now we can actually get there with a little bit of speed, a little bit of haste, a little bit of well, speed. I couldn't think of another word for speed. And if a dragon wants to turn up at any point in time, this is also okay. Why is it that when I'm traveling from one side of the map to the other, I get no dragons, but as soon as I arrive at the destination I need to be at, all of a sudden you get like a little and then a roar of a dragon, and all of a sudden we've got to fight a dragon before we can continue on doing what we need to do? Hey dragons, why are you like that? Why do you do this to me? Why? Why can't you ever be helpful? I take it back. You know, dragons have been pretty helpful a fair bit of the time. It's just not as often as I would like. Not as often as I would like at all. And now we've got a nice, big, long, slow swim across the lake. Now I'm almost certain that we swim quicker than our horses do. But I'm not going to put it to the test, because if we don't, it's not going to take too long. It's not going to be terrible, so we'll just leave it. But yeah, I'm almost certain that we do swim a little bit faster than our horses do when they're, because I don't know, it just seems like they travel painfully slowly through water, through these creeks, through these rivers, and they seem to be a lot more affected by the tide than what we usually are when we're swimming through it. Okay, one little quick little stint again through the water, and boom, there we go. Okay, back out of the water, and perfect. We've got a mountain we got to scale, but luckily we got good old Nightmare, good old beautiful, good old trusty, good old Nightmare. Brittleshin Pass, we're going to give that a skip. I don't even know if I've been in there yet. Oh, there's... We're at episode 114 of this playthrough, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys if you guys have made it this far, but holy dooly. I have been pumping out these episodes like no tomorrow. Basically, I have been making sure I upload one episode a day. And from where we started from to now, we have done so much stuff in between. I honestly cannot even remember all of it. And it just, to be honest, it just makes me keen, like even more keen to please don't break your ankles. It just makes me even more keen to do the 100% playthrough. Thinking about everything we've accomplished in this playthrough, and then the thought of a 100% playthrough without survival mode, so I can fast travel, it just makes me even more keen on starting that up. I just feel like that'll be so much fun. So much fun. And there'll be a lot more, I guess, the feeling of efficiency in episodes will be much more present because obviously there's a lot of travel time with the survival mode, as I've mentioned thousands of times. You guys are probably sick of hearing me mention it, but obviously, yeah, we'll just be able to fast travel around. It'll be like quest after quest after quest after quest. Hello? Who are you? Are you just a farmer? I feel like you're just a farmer. Yeah, you're just a farmer.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion.
Whoa,
The United
interesting.
Empire has been
Interesting.
forever.
Interesting. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Interesting perspective, and a fair perspective to have, but, you know, obviously some people would disagree. Some people are not very fond of the Empire, but also some people are not very fond of Ulfric. You know, some people are not very fond of either, and some people can see the merit of both, you know? It's a very interesting situation we've got on with this civil war in Skyrim. There is no, at least in my opinion, there's no, like, there's probably more pros on one side than what there are cons and whatnot, but there's no, like, clear, super clear, like, this person is right, this person is wrong. I mean, obviously, you know, people have their own motives. Ulfric has his own motives, his own agenda, one of them probably being power, but also the freedom of Skyrim. And obviously the Legion is, you know, obviously it's better to have a united empire against the Old Merry Dominion, but also, you know, they also just want to be in control of everything as well. You know, everyone's got their own little... But behind every leader, there's also their own, like, agenda, as well as the thing that they are pushing as their main goal is something that you could say. But in any case, we are just about out of time. I'm looking at OBS right now. We're going to have to end it there. So... thank you so much for watching this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Please consider liking. Please consider subscribing. Every like means I get a new like. Every subscribe means I get a new subscriber, and it really helps out. Please also leave any comments below, any recommendations, or just stop by to say good day, because I absolutely love the interactions, and I promise I'll respond to everyone. But most of all, please have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.